Hi, Taurus, and welcome to your September 2024 read. All right, let's get started. This read is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Okay, I'm using the Past Life Oracle deck. Let's get the karmic thread of what we are working on in this lifetime for you. Asia. Wow, some of you have been to Asia and really have an affinity for the culture, the food, and or Buddha or Hindu, Sanskrit, I'm hearing. Some of you really love Asian, the furniture, Asian food, right? Eating sushi. Some of you are definitely, there was, okay, so Taurus, for some of you, there was a pause in your ascension, in gaining higher consciousness last lifetime. There was a pause because I feel that you wanted, or you're now getting into Buddhism, learning about the Asian culture and religion of Buddha. If you haven't been, maybe you're planning a trip there. The ancient runes. Some of you have a connection to the Asian culture without question, right? If you ever did Ancestry.com, maybe you'll find it. I don't know. All right, let's put that up here and see what's happening for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Look at that. Be still and know. I was going to say that too. You are definitely, Taurus, many of you are working on getting to your ascension. Like, let's not sugarcoat. You're really working on yourselves. Good for you. I love it. You're also going within about emotional upsets, trying to forgive. Perhaps you're getting closer to forgiving others and self. Good for you, right? Those that are looking for a home or maybe you're selling a home and you're not getting what you wanted in the price point, or you're looking at a home and you're saying, shit, I really wish I could get this, but I have to wait. If you have this, if you do live in a nice, beautiful, big home with a nice yard, you have deer in the backyard, you grow your own mushrooms, you have roses, you see butterflies, and of course owls at night. You hear the owls hooting at night. But there's a disappointment here. It could be you're putting money into the house and it's not making you happy. If you are working on yourself, this is within and without right here. Within and without. You're emotionally, some of you are working on like this guy is naked, right? So you're working on yourself, your inner self, and this is your external self. And your inner self is not matching your external, right? Your external is, yeah, look at me. I have like you know, I'm all about the American dream. But within, it's not comforting to know that, you know, you have whatever financial means in life, you have that, you have it all. Some would say you do have it all, but your inner spectrum of emotional, meaning love, isn't quite there yet. So that's what's missing for some of you in your lives. That emotional, you know, connect, to be in a secure bond. To want to be, you know, in a secure bond. And I feel that this tie, or you're working on your inner selves, going really deep, and this ties to your, if it's not that you're of Asian culture, it makes no difference. What you're emotionally putting or tying yourself to, not tying yourself, but you're emotionally drawn. That's what I'm trying to say. You're emotionally drawn to other cultures and other belief systems, even though you know we are one. You're working on yourself to also question the, you know, like, is this all there is, right? Like, am I here just to attain all of this? The money, the big house, the this and the that. The means that are earthbound matters. Instead of spiritually being connected or wanting to connect to yourself and what really makes you happy. Because there's a lot of people out there that have the financial means, but they're very unhappy. So I feel like you're at that point, trying to figure it out. Yeah, trying to balance. You're trying to balance your needs externally to your emotional inner needs. And they're not matching. You see, they're not matching. So you're working on balancing it out. And it's reversed. So you're working on it. You're really trying to get more balanced, more trying to really gain more happiness with the simplicity of life. Looking at and appreciating and being grateful for perhaps not only what you have, but seeing that others don't have it. What others don't have. Maybe wanting for some of you to do philanthropy work or nonprofit. You know, it's like, I feel like you are really questioning your direction, your purpose. You're definitely you are taking yourself very much within. Some of you with this Mercury retrograde that we just got out of, it's like you haven't been wanting to talk to anybody. Or you're dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius who's been really quiet as well. There's Virgo, sorry. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you could be dealing with someone who hasn't wanted to really talk. You haven't been connecting much. Maybe they live at a distance. You know, you feel like maybe this is your bestie or something and you can't really tell them what you're feeling or how you're feeling because they're feeling out of sorts as well. Not being able to move on. So someone is not able yet to move on. from maybe a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Taurus, if you are with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, emotionally, you're not ready to move on. You're kind of figuring out how you're feeling about it. Maybe someone is getting ready to leave. It feels like more of an identity crisis. Yeah, look. It's like no love lost. Ooh, something about no love lost here. And really going within emotionally. You could be also dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could be going through divorce. And you're worried about the money. Who's going to get the house? How's it going to equal out? Is it going to equal out, or is, you know, how are the courts going to split it? And you know that goes by a formula. Just saying. Wow. This has been going on for a while. Like perhaps the last 4 to 7 months have been very difficult. Maybe in the court of law, or just not talking to this person, or not trying not to deal with this person. But I feel, Taurus, you're really worried about the money. If it's just if it's a relationship that ended, then you're worried about what they're saying behind your back. And you both are feeling the same way, but you're not, you're not acknowledging that with someone else. You're feeling someone else has had another person. There could have been someone who was entertaining the thought of someone else. I feel this is that's what that is. You've got Ace of Cups, 3 and 4. What's missing? The 2. The 2 of Cups is missing. So that means this person has left, or is leaving, or is getting, I think they already left, and it's not yet final in a court of law. Who gets the house and the money, how it's going to be divvied up and paid for. Maybe there's no kids here involved, and it's just it's like a clean sweep. Yeah, you're worried about money. Yep. You're worried someone's taking more than the court made. Like you have, like the house here, right? I say this is a lawyer, and they are literally going to tell you how much. And it seems to me like out of 10 pentacles, you are going to have to pay half, or maybe just a little over that. I'm so sorry, because I have 6 pentacles, 7, and 5. So 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. It is definitely a progression of, holy shit, how much money am I going to lose from this? Okay, so if it's not a breakup, which I feel it is for some, it's a breakup. If it's not that, Taurus, for others, it's the selling of a home, and you're not going to be happy with the offers coming in. And you may not want to accept any offers until that one offer that stands, and you're holding your ground and saying, I'm not going to sell for any less than this amount. You have the 3 of Pentacles here, and you have the Knight of Cups here. The Knight of Cups goes to the Justice. Oh, wow. What's fair and just in love? And then on this side, you may work with this person. What you don't see you're missing, some of you are missing some of you had a secret lover. Or you're thinking about an ex that is no longer around. Maybe someone crossed over and you are just thinking about someone who, if someone crossed over, because we're at the cemetery here, if someone crossed over and it's an ex, right, you're finding, you may later on find out some stuff about that person that you didn't know. It could be a brother, it could be a lover, it could be a friend. It could be an ex, someone that you lived with before. Not necessarily married, but someone you lived with. So there's a thread. There's a thread when it comes, Taurus, to money and love. What you value, whom you value, how you value others, how they value you, and where it comes out in people, places, and things that you do. It's a tie. There's that fine line, which if you've watched me long enough, that fine line on the horizon that says money and love are totally connected. The thread is thin. It's an energy. So how much energy do we give to a loved one, those we have loved and lost, with love and money? And that's where this totally comes in as needing to balance out. And maybe that's the thread which you're really going within right now, saying, and the only way to see it is from your history, right? Okay, so the last one, your last lover, live-in, spouse, who may have crossed over, and the person you're with now, or it could be a father figure or a brother or an uncle, something like that, someone you were very close with, and you felt that loss deeply, but you didn't really necessarily put your time and effort into that relationship, and then it also spills into, I don't know where that word came from. It spills, I'm going to say spill. It spills into your financial sector of how much I want to give of my time and my money. And how do I balance this? And as I look at the past, I don't think the balance was really ever had. That's why you're going inward now. And through this, you look back so that you can learn where the thread here is. Someone could have been of another culture. Culture makes someone's connection more difficult because sometimes we get lost in translation. Let's go to this. This is the first time I'm doing it this month. Well, actually, I think I did do it a couple times, but now I'm doing it for every sign. Let's go to Asia and let's see what connection. Is it a cultural connection? Yeah, look at. This is about learning about someone else's culture, learning about their belief systems, and learning how we agree to disagree, or we don't agree and we split up. Cultures, that's why countries are at war with one another. Look at, someone could have been dealing with someone who was into Buddhism and or the culture of Asia. Or you're attracted to that culture and or religion. Yeah, look. Someone, hold on. Other cultures, maybe it's not a person culture, it's a place. It's where it's like you look at culture as the American dream is this right here, right? The American dream is, oh my God, I have to have the big house, the white picket fence, the this and the that, right? But in this lifetime, and that's where you're trying to balance it out, is learning other facets of the simplicity of culture, of other cultures. Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, that kind of thing. So that's where the tie of what physically you attain, what physically meaning, the tangible stuff, right? The money, the clothes, the accessories, the stuff that we accumulate, the big house, the jewelry, all of the stuff, right? But you're culturally connected, or you have been in past life experiences tied to the simplicity of life. So you're trying to balance the two by learning about and having both. And that ties into your love life as well. Wanting the young, the sexy, the chemistry, the money. I want it all in a man or a woman. But how much of your time wanting someone are you giving of your time and of your love? And how much time have you wasted? Losing time. Look at that, the Hermit's reversed. Two people completely different. I'm telling you, it's either culture, it's not either. It could be culture, it could be age, it could be distinctively different views and ideologies based upon how much you give to another, meaning materialistic or your time. And that's coming to the forefront. You're realizing that what you have lost in the past, you're looking in the mirror now. This is a mirror. I'm saying this is a mirror. I feel like you're looking at the mirror, has two faces, and you're realizing the stuff that you have been having to deal with, and how relationships that were formed were just formed, it was like for show, because they didn't really grow. It didn't grow. And that's hence why they're gone. So you're looking in the mirror now. And that's where in the beginning of this read, it's so important that you realize now you're ready to look, whereas before you weren't. Now you're ready to see how everything ties together. And by looking back, that's why we look back. Okay. It's solitude. Look at, and this even looks like an island, obviously, but an island of itself. You're going within, Taurus, because you realize that you could have all the money in the world, but you're not happy. You could have had a really solid relationship, but maybe because of cultural differences or upbringing or age or the way one lives, lifestyle, the lifestyle. Someone loves the glitz and the glamour, you know, glitz and glamour, and the other likes to stay home and chill. Usually Taurus like to stay home, but they also, I mean, it depends on your chart, right? Your natal. But I'm feeling such a compelling divide of things that really matter now, that you have decided to go within and work on within yourself. So this solitude is here. This is the same card. What really matters, Taurus, is what you're working on. And when I say what matters, when we look at what matters on the external, it's so much different than the internal. Right? You're going definitely on your journey. You are really on your journey. And being alone right now is a good, really good indication that you're doing your work. Leave me comments below. I love you guys. Have a great month. Really great read. I'm so glad that you're working so deeply on yourselves. It's awesome news. Take care.